rocket like rocket fuel.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. First down, a run with Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick pass out to Miller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go one more.
On first down, Bowen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, right side. It's Bowen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Big series right
Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't say nothing.
45, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Hey, on 133.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
20.
Watch the run.
Run.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowen. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, on 133. Topper.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Cohen fighting him off. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4.
Now back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 45.
To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike 58, right there. Cut.
Hurry.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurry.
Let's get that ball.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half, Mayfield. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
He don't know no better.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Set. 180.
Mike 45. I got it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch. Hey, exit.
Watch QB drop. 45, 45, 45.
Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill, kill, kill. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready, ready. 41 the mic. Check, 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 check.
2nd and 15. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Set. You want this. Check safety, check safety. Watch the safety.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got 6, 3. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ferguson there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check. Crunch. 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 40.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied, fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game, fourth quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, what's the ball?
58.
Hurry.
Yeah, Mike. I got one.
Mayfield down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bowen, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 45.
Now Mayfield. Steps up, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Charles Harris able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Real. Go, go.
And again, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Slide. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now they'll run it with Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That is caught, at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Room here to run. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season.
180.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Mayfield to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And now the throw taken in by Chark. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180.
58 to Mike. Cut. Watch the twist. 58 to Mike.
Hurry.
You ain't got nothing.
Watch out.
First down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowen. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
You ain't going nowhere.
45's the mic.
King.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180.
58, come on.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Check. Fresno.
X3. 218. Chop.
On first down, it's Bowen trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
At the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick, it is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime then it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Cardinals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.